This video is for a very brief demonstration of dividing with decimals. So the first thing we want to do when we divide with decimals is we're going to put it into the division format, the traditional algorithm of long division. And 15 6/10, that is our dividend, and then 6 is our divisor. So remember that your dividend always goes inside the house, and then your divisor is outside the house. And so inside is 15 6/10. All right, now when we divide with decimals, as long as the number that is the divisor is a whole number, then we can go ahead and we are good to go with our division. So we're just going to go ahead and divide. You basically don't have to worry about the decimal until you get to it. So we'll start with how many 6's go into 1, that would be 0. So how many 6's go into 15, that would be 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. And we get an answer of 3. Now this is where we get into the decimal portion. So all we have to do with the decimal, we're just going to move it straight up, and then we can forget about it. And we're going to bring our 6 down. So how many 6's go into 36? That would be 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract, and we get 0. So 32 divided by 5. Sometimes we want to answer that as a decimal form. So we're going to actually figure out how to do that. So we're going to go 32, we're going to divide by 5. So we start the same way. How many 5's go into 32? So there would be 6. So that's 30. We subtract, we end up with 2. Now, we could put that as 2/5. 2 is not our decimal, but if we want to get a decimal form or we want to go to the decimal places, we just add a decimal and then a 0. So we bring our decimal straight up from that spot, bring our 0 down. So we get a 0 down here. How many 5's go into 20? That's 4. That would be 20. So we subtract and we get 0. So this is why learning long division is important. Learning the way when you're doing partial quotients is good for understanding division, but this allows us to actually add decimal places to a problem, which sometimes we do have to do. So hope it helps. Do the math.